is the penultimate match of the 2017 Six Nations competition. Both these two sides are out of any contention of claiming any glory, but pride still very much at the top of their list. It's France at home at Stade de France up against Wales. Hello everyone and welcome along to Cornflakes Rugby, home of Rugby Challenge 3 and the Six Nations tournament. We are in the final round of action. This is the penultimate match, France versus Wales, and the French side are lining up at home for this final match. You can see on the screen now they've gone with just a couple of changes in the back row. They have returned Gordon to his back three buddies Sakone and Picamals there. Vahamahina also returning into the second row. Otherwise the back line unchanged outside there. Doolan retaining his place in 15 for the French. The Welsh on the travelling road, and they're looking to make an impact here at Stade de France. They've had a Six Nations, it's had its ups and it's had its downs, but most notably for them is the lack of changes in this team. Very much stuck with the tried and true. The core of this team has remained the same and has performed admirably as well, with some good highlights throughout 2017. But ultimately, come the end of the day, they will not be contesting for the tournament. France will be their last chance for glory if they can pick it up here at Stade de France. It'll be the Welsh to kick the game off, playing in the red strip. Obviously, the French will be in the blue. It's the typical home strips for the two sides, and we are set to go. Six Nations action for the second to final time this year, and it's well taken too from Evans, who flies through and pulls the ball in for Wales. First year's going Jambiger, coming wide quickly. The Welsh side, Liam Williams does well, pulls it inside, whoops in round the corner goes Owens. Owens sticks it into the 22. It is all the red of France at the moment. Webb, away to North, storms through one. George North almost finds room away. Still there now for Wales, stepping, looking to go around the outside. Francis back to Tipperick. He sits it right in centre field. Short side run here, going away is Warburton, but he loses the ball out. Sankoni does well, and Vakatawa has a dive on the loose ball desperately as it finds its way back. Fiku, the inside centre, just at the base of the breakdown, kicks aimlessly down to Halfpenny, who returns the boot straight down the sideline, and mark taken from Bryce Doolan, who looked keen to attack, a bit confused there as to what the call actually was between the two of them. But it is given now to Lopez, who hammers this away downfield. It's going into touch inside the Welsh 22. What a kick from Lopez. Puts it on an absolute dime down the sideline. No one interested in a Welsh jumper. So Owens will have to throw the line out. Wales looking to break their way out, but it's stolen at the front. Vahamahina does very well. Lopez, who's already looked good today, he somehow throws that ball out. Gerardo desperately flicks it out to Fiku. Fiku with Lamoureux. Lamoureux looks outside. Nagatasi doesn't do anything nicely with it. Maestri eventually takes it to ground for France. There's no one there to help him. Red jerseys all over him, and it's turnover ball quickly away to Scott Williams, who deposits that one towards the players' tunnel. Easily relieving that pressure for the Welsh. Quarter of an hour almost gone, and we are still 0-0. Here's Gerardo throwing in, gets it to the middle nicely. Saren goes away to Fiku, who's going to run it straight at the line. Takes on the first wave of defence. He's taken down by Scott Williams. Saren again looks wide for Lamoureux, straightening. Lamoureux through. He's looking to a big pass wide, but he does not find anyone out there. Nakatasi was struggling to keep pace here. Goal, Gerardo! Oh, he has met a furious tackle, and now here come Wales. They come left side. Liam Williams gets a great ball from Moriarty, and he kicks away amidst the tackle, and a chance! Wales are over! Wales are over! What a try! What a play from Liam Williams down the touchline, and the chase from the Welsh was nothing short of spectacular. The try scorer is Scott Williams, inside centre. The two Williams combining beautifully. But what was Saren doing there? What a chase from Wales. A pinpoint accurate kick there. And Saren was just sliding back as if he had no one around him. And Scott Williams plucks it from his grasp to take the lead to the Welsh. One of the amazing Six Nations tries for 2017, no question about that. It was sensational. Lee Halfpenny, just to the left of the uprights, no errors there, he slots it over. 7-0, Wales lead France. That is an upset of a start by the visitors. Lopez back to halfway now. That was not what he wanted to see from his team. France have looked good already, but that really did come against the run of players. Here is Nagatasi finding Slimani, does well, but it's intercepted back from the try scorer, Scott Williams. Here is Webb, big pass finding Jonathan Davies, goes out to George North, but he's chased hard. Great defence from Saran this time. It's there for Ball, who just gives a nothing pass out to his right. Evans through one, he's pulled down, second tackle. Saran again trying to make something happen there. Webb, pass away, Davies does well, but there's two men here on Owens, and Owens is isolated, and he's given away the penalty as well. Well, a few nothing plays there from Wales, and the ball from France is quickly given to Lopez. They want to get some points on the board, but really unstructured there from the Welsh after looking so good and comfortable on the ball early on. They completely lost their way there in that little passage. Now a chance for the French to put their first points on the board, and the crowd reaction will tell you that that one is over. 7-3, France back in the game against Wales. We are nearing the half-an-hour mark of this matchup. A win for either of these two sides will be crucial towards their final placings as they look for the biggest respectability they can get. Here's Gordon's a good start here from the kickoff from France. Picamoles, oh, terrible pass! It would have been goodbye for Nakatasi if he could have reeled that one in, but the ball well over his head and it floats into the stands. Falling apart there, the French counter-attack from the kickoff. To the back they go, and Elwyn Jones tries to thread a ball through for Webb, and here come Wales again. This time it is with Evans, who does very well. His pass wide finds Jonathan Davies, who's over. What a try for Wales. When it looked all grim for them, they've scored a brilliant try. Set piece from the line out. Jonathan Davies scored, and it was all from nothing. 10th on the ball, Bigger finding Moriarty, and how about Evans? They just didn't look wide, France. They were far too narrow, and their defence was just a shambles. This little play here drew everyone in towards the middle of the park, and then it all fell apart. Bryce Doolan miles out of position here as he come towards the middle. Both wingers centering as well. A huge pass wide from Rob Evans puts Jonathan Davies out wide, but over for the 5-pointer, which is all that matters. Now here is Lee Halfpenny. From the touchline, Halfpenny nails it. What a kick. What a shot from Lee Halfpenny. Wales assert some dominance on this game as the two teams head towards half-time. 35 minutes now into the match, and how quickly Wales have turned this back to an advantage after the point scoring from Lopez. Here's Nakatasi again. This time they find room. Oh, Lopez hit heavily. No one's at home here for France at all. Not interested in helping their fly half out, and they lose the ball again. Now he's run from Tipperick. Gets the ball in there from Scott Williams. The first try scorer for Wales. Webb. Warburton offloads nicely. Elwyn Jones in there as well. And again, slow ball. Moriarty back to Dan Bigger. He's smashed. It's picked up from Grado. Does very well. Now they need the ball quickly. From the left side they come. Bakatoa. That is terrible. And that will hit the two teams aptly so for France into half-time. First knock on from Bigger. Big tackle there. Huge tackle from Sanconi, but a mistake back the other way has given no advantage to France, and as a result, like I said just before, They go to the break trailing by 11 points. It has all been the visiting side with all the advantage at the moment. 75% possession. That is a monstrous amount for Wales. Territory 56 as well. It is all the way of the Welsh at the moment. The one penalty goal, all that France have to celebrate so far. But amazingly, both sides making 3 line breaks each. But it is that woeful final pass from France that is stopping them from getting anything further than some points off the tee. They'll be looking to rectify that in the second half. Wales, however, they will be very happy with how this one is going. They'll be in the box seat into the second half. And if they can keep their position right up there at 75, they could well be on their way to a big win here at Stade de France. So Lopez, the only try or only point scorer from the first half, will be kicking off the action in the second. Right side he goes again, and up it goes to Nakatasi. Big high tackle, and it is a penalty advantage going straight away to France. And they have another chance to accumulate some more points here. Again, quickly and easily, it's going straight to Lopez. And the French know that all they need to do is keep on accumulating points. This one tough though. He's got the breeze in his face. Straight against him. Lopez strikes it. Has it got the legs? Oh, you can put your bottom dollar on it from Lopez. It does. 14-6. It is game on. Didn't give that one the full bucket, but it still had plenty to go over the crossbar. 44 minutes gone, 14-6 the scoreline. France first out of the blocks here. Gordon, Lamourette. Terrible pass again, trying to find Nakatasi. They just cannot put the ball in either Nakatasi or Vakatawa's hands at the moment, the French. Line out here for Owens for Wales. To the back, Ellerman Jones, 5-man line out again. This time they spread it quickly wide. France will look to have this covered as North and Davies switch around as Davies on the wing now as he looks to make a pay. Oh, Vakatawa, he says, you can't pass it to me. I'll just take it away. But he is eventually dragged into touch. A good tackle. Danger men for France that have hardly touched this pill all match long. That's just what they can do. Quickly they make 20-30 metres upfield. It's Owens once more. Throwing in, stolen at the back this time. Siren quickly away to Lopez. He's up in the line. He breaks one, but hammered by the second wave. Dan Bigger making the tackle there. Siren once more. Away to Lamourette. Looks to scythe through. Bad pass again. Fiku away to Siren. Siren trying to fend. Pass is horrible once more. Lamourette away to Slimani. He only knows one way, and that is straight to contact. But France again losing out with the battle of the bigger men. Kick down to Doolin, and he's put a foot in touch. That's a big error. Trying to wheel around, and he's just planted one straight on the line. Schoolboy mistakes at the moment from France, stopping them, but a skin save from Main Street. Here's Gordon. Big pass wide, looking Pickamoles. The big number 8 charges forward again. Lopez looking to make an impact, but he's caught up on.
Release.
Good tackle from behind from Davies. Blue jumpers coming quickly. Here's Vahamahina. Away to Main Street again. Great pass to Gordon. That is how we win matches. It is Fiku looking outside. Vakatawa. He'll put in the finish. And that is a great French try. They have scored their first on the back of Lopez's penalties. But that was one of the great Six Nations tries. Virmi Vakatawa. That ball from... who was that? Vahamahina, was it? To Gordon? It was just spectacular. Hit the line just before making contact. He slips a short ball. There it was. And then the inside pass to Fiku. Fiku draws halfpenny. And this time, finally for France, they find their outside backs. It has taken 2/3 of the game, but finally they give a chance to Vakatawa or Nakatasi. It is the left wing of Vakatawa this time that cash is fully in as we almost hit the hour mark. It is 14-11, and Lopez has a massively important kick here. Strong breeze. Strikes it up left side. It curls nicely, and that is beautifully executed from Lopez. It is 14-13. 2 converted tries, pays 1 and 2 penalties. And we have an epic finish in store for you all here. 62 minutes gone, and we have a 1-point ball game. It is the Welsh that should be leading this one, and they may well be soon as well. Great offloads coming inside there from Evans. He gets another one away to Moriarty, but it's stolen from Lamoureux. Now it's Vakatawa. He's lost the pill. And Garado, I think, has just saved the day. It was almost a runaway for George North. A trot of 15 metres. Oh, he's not picked it up. George North has just spilled a try, laying on the floor.
Sit.
There was no one around to stop North then. It would have been the easiest of putaways for the Welsh winger. Well, Franco, they've replayed it in the scrum. They make turn this over. A late shove gets the job done. Cern goes away to Lopez, and he drills this. A big punt coming away as well. It sits up for Halfpenny, who looks to pin them back in the corner. And the mark is taken, this time for Hamahina. Lopez, he's got the wind in his face once again. He beautifully spiral punts this one down, and it's there for ball. He finds it inside. Wolverton doing well off Evans as well. Tipperick getting away beautifully. Moriarty, there's plenty of numbers out wide here. It's Williams getting another ball out to Scott Williams. The two Williamses again combining for almost another breakaway for Wales. Webb is driven backwards. Oh, it's Slimani has stolen. Garado over the top. Fiku looks for desperate passing, but he's lost it again. Now it's Wales. Left side. Pickamos has got work to do on Williams. Great play. Louis Pickamos putting Liam Williams in touch. That is a big moment of this game. Look at that clock. 74 minutes gone. 14-13. Inside the French 22, Lopez, Fiku, terrible pass to Vakatawa, he's away though, oh he's taken out from behind, a terrible play from Wales, but the pressure now on them as France's chase is pretty good, goes back, Moriarty, the pass away, and into the end goal it'll go, Bryce Doolan. Looking to return, and he goes past Warburton. Doolan up to the fullback Halfpenny. It's 15-15.
Release.
Cern looking to go himself. Gordon's pass is average. Garado out the back. Lopez. There goes full time. Pickamos. Here we go. It's Mainstreet running free. Heading in support. He does. Fahamahina. Oh, the pass. It could be all on. Fico on the left side. This could be it for France. It's a point down. Time up. It's a try. Try to go Fico. He's done it for France. A miracle try. In extra time, the clock was in the red, but Fiku defies all odds and scores the match-winning try for France. They trailed throughout the game, but when it came to the crunch, Fiku was the hero. They had so much chance here, did France. They had to put everything in the top drawer if they were going to come away with that result. Gal Fiku scores, and France will celebrate this final round victory. And for them, this makes an average Six Nations into a not bad one. 86 minutes, can you believe it? Lopez, if the lead, 18-14, another kick from the left side, no errors there from Lopez. And over it goes. France steal the victory from Wales. A great finish this one. The open play of France in the dying moments has secured them victory in the final match of the Six Nations for these two sides. Well, that has to be one of the tensest and closest matchups we've seen this season. Wales absolutely distraught. But they have to say they gave it everything. And the French, on the end of the day, they were just that little bit too good. Both teams scoring 2 tries, but it was the mistakes leading to penalties that got France ultimately over the line. 2 tries each going Vakatawa and Fiku for France, Williams and Davies for Wales, Lopez and Halfpenny both getting 2 out of 2 from the conversion tee. But the difference maker was Lopez with 2 penalty goals to seal the deal. Full-time stats, it was still Wales with the possession though, 57-43. That is a little bit of an edge that could have ultimately decided this game as well. If they could have held on in those last few minutes, they probably kicked away possession when they needed to hang on. Territory 55-45, Wales winning that in the end as well. Line breaks 9-6. France pulling out a big second half to take this one away with line breaks as well. Handling errors were huge. 19-3, mistake-ridden from the French, but somehow the magic gets them the victory. 20-14, the final score in this final round Six Nations match for France and Wales. Their season is done, and you've got to say, for France, it may be a little bit sweeter following that victory. Wales will be back in next year, as will the French, and they'll be looking to go even better than 2017. That is my time for today with the Six Nations fixture. I'll be back in with the final match of the whole competition. England looking to break the consecutive international test match victory record with a game against Ireland. Can they do it? Make sure to stay tuned for the next Six Nations matchup, the final Six Nations matchup for 2017. Thank you all for watching throughout the series, and I'll see you all for the final matchup. Until then, take care.